Hello, and welcome to another episode of Vampire the Requiem. Although this one is the start of something a little different. Because for those of you who've watched the last Vampire the Requiem video we put up, you know that Winter died. So we couldn't really continue with Vampire the Requiem New York City when the main character in that game died. uh, so instead of starting an entirely new campaign, what we decided to do was shift it. Because you also know that when Melody is available to play, her character has a thoroughbred horse farm outside of Louisville that currently has a werewolf problem. um,
Just damn werewolves.
they can squeeze themselves in everywhere. Uh, so what we decided to do was have Robin roll up a new character and bring her character to Louisville. And so, well, in a sense, this is episode 21 of the campaign. It's episode 1 of Vampire the Requiem Louisville. And it's going to be interesting to sort of restart. Um, and as I said, I'm here with Robin. Melody is actually dealing with some lung stuff and is uh, not feeling well enough to play. Plus, she wasn't real pleased because her college football team lost today. Uh, so, and so now I'm gonna toss it over to Robin and let her tell you about her new character and all that stuff. So, Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I am playing as Donna Denver. She goes by Dee Dee. She is a vampire of the Invictus Covenant and Deva clan, and in when she was alive, she was a chef in a restaurant, but now as a vampire, she uh, has a YouTube cooking show and a food blog.
And as you were saying, she still cooks human food,
Human food, yes. Her YouTube show is for a human audience.
even though she can't eat human food anymore.
Right. Yeah, it's sort of a, vicarious type of thing.
You know, if you were a chef all your life and then that happened, that's gotta be a bitch. Because that's the one thing you can't do anymore, is the one thing you've spent your entire human existence doing. So that's gotta be a bitch. So this The story opens. It's a rather gloomy, gray, windy October day in Louisville, or in your case, night in Louisville. It being October, the temperatures are beginning to drop as winter is approaching. In fact, by Halloween, you'll probably have snow. Uh, the high for the day in Louisville was 76 degrees. So, um, it is definitely starting to cool down a bit. Um, it being a Saturday night, there's people everywhere. And um, even in the small neighborhood that you and your sire live in, the commons, people are out and about. Uh, the small downtown area is full of people uh, going in and out of bars and restaurants and grocery stores. Because they've set this neighborhood up for retired people, for well-off retired people. So everything that a well-off retired person would want is close by. You know, pharmacies, grocery stores, all of that. You like it for two reasons. Uh, the upscale people who live here are less likely to cause problems. Yeah. They just want to relax and live their retirement in a nice place. Yeah. Not cause problems. And the other reason you like it is that there are nice restaurants here, and there are 3 grocery stores within walking distance. So you can get every ingredient you could ever want for your cooking channel. So, So, and that's what you're out doing tonight. You're headed to one of the grocery stores with a list of ingredients for the next recipe you're gonna do on your YouTube show. And you walk into one of the 3 grocery stores. This one happens to be, the other 2 are chain grocery stores, but this one happens to be your local corner market type place. They have ingredients that your chain stores wouldn't bother to carry. So this is your favorite grocery store of the three. So and you walk in the store with your list, and there's a dozen people in the store, uh, not including staff.
Okay.
And then the lady standing behind the register, you would say she's a middle-aged, fairly fit-looking lady. Uh, Dark hair, blue eyes, you know, the John Denver circular glasses like I've got, that sort of thing. And she sees you walk in and waves. You, you go in here twice a week at a minimum. So ev- the entire staff of this store knows you, and they all watch your YouTube. They've actually all subscribed to your YouTube channel, and you know the
Well, at least the night shift staff all knows me.
right, yeah, and you wave back and start heading, grab a cart and start heading down one of the aisles. And about then, your phone, your phone rings, your cell phone rings, and it's your roommate slash sire. So, before we get into the phone call, how about you describe what she looks like?
My sire?
Yeah.
Okay, well, her name's Marcy, and she's. What?
Sorry, but the Peanuts character
Oh,
just
oh,
flashed through my
that's
head.
Lucy.
I'm like,
That's
but
Lucy, isn't it?
no.
Oh, is there a
Marcy,
Marcy?
Marcy's Peppermint Patty's best friend.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
She has round Coke bottle
Oh,
glasses and can't see to save her
oh,
life. Yeah, it's like,
I didn't know that.
so,
But
right.
anyway,
But,
anyway, she's relatively tall. She got copper red hair, green eyes. Uh, in life, she had freckles. Don't know if there'd still be some remnant of that or not left, but as a vampire, probably not.
nah.
But yeah, she's Irish looking, Irish descent. So, red hair, green eyes.
Okay. And so when you see it's her, do you answer the phone?
Yeah, I'll kind of park my cart in the middle of the aisle and lean on it and take my phone out.
First thing she says is, "Where in the world are you?"
Doing my shopping.
you left this evening without letting me know where you were going.
Oh, sorry. I assumed you figure out where I was. I always do my shopping on Saturdays.
And hope you, yeah, have, hope you did the concealer heavy makeup before you left.
Oh, of course. Is there anything you need I can pick up for you?
Uh, she pauses for a second. Which store are you in?
The the little one,
Uh,
the
okay, not the two chain stores. Okay.
uh, no, I need some beef liver, so I figured this
Okay.
is the best place to pick that up.
Mm, probably better prices. Probably fresher too.
Exactly.
Uh, um, we are running low on blood, but the three grocery stores don't carry that. Uh, I'm gonna have to go to the local blood bank to get that. So, um, I don't think we need anything that I can think of off the top of my head. Uh, what recipe are you making for your YouTube channel tonight?
I figured I'd go liver and onions.
No. Um, cause she's also your YouTube producer. She helps you with the channel and all that stuff. Well, I think while you're doing your shopping, I'll run and get more blood, and we should be we should both be back in time to easily do your show tonight. Yeah. One of the comments that you often get on your YouTube channel is, why do you post as late as you do? Because your show starts at midnight and runs till like 1. So, and people are like, who's awake at that time? So she's like, well, okay, I'll see you back home in a little bit.
All right, won't take me too long here. I'll be home soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.
So you go down the meat aisle, and they do have packages of beef liver. They also have an actual butcher person, which is becoming rare these days. Used used to be every store had one. Now they don't. And he's this burly older gentleman in a white and a white t-shirt. He's got a name tag that says Jarvis on it. He sees you approaching and goes, "Hey Dee Dee, what's up tonight?"
Oh, good evening. I need some beef liver for the night.
"I think I can do that for you. How much beef liver do you need?"
Yeah, just enough for a good portion of liver and onions.
"Ah, half a pound will probably do you then."
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah. Eh. He disappears in the back. You hear this mechanized sawing noise, and he comes back out with a slab of meat, and he weighs it on the scale, wraps it up, and puts the price tag on it, and hands it to you.
Thank you very much.
And so you're gonna be on at the regular time tonight?
Yep.
There's, I think you're the only person on YouTube that posted as a cooking show at midnight.
Yeah, probably wouldn't surprise me if I was. But,
Mm. Um, at least you know that makes that makes it fairly sure who your viewers are. You're not
yeah, I guess all those insomniacs have got nothing better to do than watch cooking shows, I guess.
right. You're not gonna get your 20 somethings to be up at midnight doing that.
Oh, your 20 somethings are up at midnight just not watching YouTube shows.
No, they're out getting wasted.
right.
Yeah. No. You have a good show tonight.
Well, thank you. And, watch it, leave a comment, all that.
I always do. Have to critique your show, you know.
Of course.
Yeah. And you see him turn to the sink and wash blood off of his hands from the chunk of meat that he gave you, and you head off to the produce aisle to find your onions and such. So, how many ingredients do you put in this dish?
Well, just basics. Actually, I like to add mushrooms to mine. So,
Well, when you're in produce getting your onions, you can find your mushrooms too. You have all the spices you need.
oh, yeah, I got all that at home already.
Okay. So you pick up a nice looking medium sized onion and handful of mushrooms and put them in a bag and head toward the register. And the lady that waved at you when you came in, her name is Sandra. She's been working there for quite a while. She doesn't own the place, but she's been working there for quite a while. You come up to her and she's like, "Hey, Dee Dee, how you doing?"
I'm good. How about yourself?
Eh, another day in paradise.
Well, there you go.
Mm. She rings up your food. Mm. That'll be mm, $7.25 with tax.
So I'll pay her cash.
Okay. You pay cash. You don't have a credit card. You put all your show expenses on and
I have a
all that.
card, but I don't usually use it for purchases under like $20.
That's true. The the fees for small purchases are ridiculous. So, so she bags up your stuff, gives you your change back. I assume this is for the show tonight.
It is, yep. Gonna be making liver and onions. Liver's got lots of iron, good for the blood.
Well, fairly popular dish among retirement types. You might get some good views tonight, cause all them retirement types have their own recipes for these things. So they'll be tuning in to see if yours matches theirs or not. So, we'll see you next time, probably in a couple days.
Yeah, probably.
All right. You have a good night.
You too. See you later.
You walk out of the store. Give me uh, let me get my sheet here. Forgot to do that. Give me a wits and intelligence roll.
Yeah, it was one success, but also a one. So I didn't botch, but it's nothing. No
Okay.
successes.
Okay. You see, as you walk out the door, you see a Louisville uh, police department vehicle parked in front of the alley just to the left of the store. And they have this elderly looking man who looks like he's got to be in his 70s. They have him pinned against the hood of the car and they're cuffing him. They're like, uh, you don't know, since you didn't get any successes on your roll, you don't know why in the world they're doing this, but you figure it'll probably be on the news at some point because somebody's got to have a cell phone filming this right now. So, but then something very strange happens. As you walk by this, the cop that's cuffing the old man turns around and waves at you because he recognizes you from your YouTube show. And he actually yells out to you. He's like, when are you going to get your Patreon thing for your YouTube set up?
I'm working on it.
So, and he goes back to stuffing this old man in the back of the car. He, the man's 70. The cop is actually being somewhat polite about it, but, he's still taking him away. It's like, so. And you continue through the neighborhood until you get to your sire's house, which is probably one of the nicer houses in the village. They're all nice in this village, but you guys, due to your sire's, shall we say, frugal investment when she was alive, have an extremely nice house. You walk up to the door. You hear through the door, there's this sort of dark gothic music going. It's not really what you would call gothic metal because it's sort of slow. If there were anything akin to gothic jazz, this is what it would be. And you walk in the door, and your sire is standing in the middle of the floor with a pair of wireless headphones on that are apparently not working very well because you can hear the music too. And yeah. So what do you do?
I guess I'll head into the kitchen and start putting stuff in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Then as you open the fridge, you see three uh basically saline bags, what they use for the bags they hang up to give you.
Right.
There's three of those with blood in them in the fridge. And your sire sees you open the fridge, takes the headphones off, and still hears the music, because you can still hear it. And she realizes her headphones weren't working to begin with. And she walks over beside you to the fridge. So how was shopping?
Oh, it was good, pretty easy and all. Kind of weird when I came out of the store, some old guy was being arrested, wonder if it was someone who's got dementia or Alzheimer's or something. I don't know. A little strange.
Well, we live in a neighborhood of old people.
True.
Yeah, he might have wandered off and his family called the cops or whatever.
Well, he wasn't naked, so that's one thing anyway. Don't need to be seeing any naked 70-year-olds.
Nah, not really good for the appetite, generally. So, as you can see, my blood run was successful.
Yeah, I'll see that. Pick me up some B negative. Thank you.
No. Lucky they had some with blood banks. You gotta take what you can easily wander off with. And if people haven't donated a lot of B negative lately, you kind of got a problem there. But it should last us a bit anyway. So, how many nights a week do you do your YouTube show?
Do it on Saturdays and Tuesdays.
Okay.
So twice a week.
Yeah. So, um, now what did you say your sire's name was again?
Mercy.
Need to write that down. She turns to you and goes, "You don't run your show tomorrow. You want to go hunting?"
Yeah, that sounds good. Haven't done that for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm always up for going out and grabbing a bite.
Oh. For reasons I don't understand, the Louisville Police Department seems to completely ignore it every time we do.
Well, I'm sure there's
Maybe.
got to be at least one of us on the police force, so maybe they're keeping it hush hush.
That's true. Um, but before we do, one of us should uh, make sure we don't have anything else scheduled for tomorrow. I know you don't do your show, but do we have a meeting scheduled for tomorrow?
Well, there probably is one on Sunday somewhere, but we don't usually go to the Sunday meeting.
That brings up a point. Wendy, what nights do you guys go to your meetings?
We take the weekend off. We go Monday through Friday.
Oh,
I mean, they like us to go every night, of course, but you've got to have some time to ourselves.
you even go on the nights on the Tuesday night that you do your show.
Yeah, there's a meeting early enough right after sunset. We can do that and then do the show right after. So Tuesdays, yeah, we gotta get up and get to a meeting pretty quick, but I mean, like I said, I'd like us to go every night, but hell, been sober 20 years at this point, so
Yeah. At this point, it's become more of a social thing than anything. Because you've been going to the same basic meeting with the same group of people at the same building for 20 years. And they are seriously starting to talk about the two of you.
because we don't look any older than we did when we first started going, right?
They're all 20 years older. You two aren't. So they're starting to wonder.
Good genes, you know.
Yeah. You say that to one of them, and they said, yeah, Levi's don't work that well. So you're seriously thinking you may have to find another meeting. Because when the two of you walk in, everybody is looking at you seriously sideways.
Oh, there's some serious thunder going on out there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Like, what? Yeah. I don't mind thunder on a vampire evening. It kind of works.
I don't
But
know if it's raining. I just hear thunder. I don't hear any rain.
yeah, maybe it's just getting ready. I don't know. But so while you're putting your food away, Marcy pours you a coffee cup full of B negative and sets it on the table.
Yeah, I rolled for each blood type to see which one I liked the best. So
Oh, did you?
came up with a 10 for B negative. So.
Okay, well, there you go. Uh, and actually, as you're getting ready to do, as you're sipping your B negative, thinking about the ingredients for your recipe tonight, because, along with liver and onions, you gotta have side dishes and stuff like that. Um, you notice it is thundering outside, and lightning too, actually. But as I said earlier, it's a gloomy, windy October night, so this isn't completely odd. You are hoping that your internet holds out till your show is over, however.
Yeah, that would be nice.
You don't want to be in the middle of your liver and onions and have your internet go out. Here's a question. All the human food recipes that you cook, what do you do with the food? Because you and Marcy can't eat it, so what do you do with it after?
Oh, the neighbors love us. We invite them
You're
over for dinner.
they're always like, how come you guys eat so late?
Well, I mean, we, keep it in the fridge and then
Oh,
invite them over.
uh,
Dinner time.
uh,
Or, the ones that are around here, of course, like I said, it's a retirement community, the ones that are, laid up in bed, bring them food.
that's true. Because most of the people in this retirement community go to bed long before you ever do your show. So, so after the two of you have had your cup of blood, um, you start working on prep stuff, and Marcy starts working on, camera angles and stuff like that, producer stuff.
Uh, Above game, I'm assuming vampires actually show up on video because
Yes.
that would be awkward to have a YouTube show and like not be on video.
His liver, they see this liver and onions getting cooked and
Right? It's just like
nothing.
floating.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, vampires are visible. So,
Because yeah, that would be a little
nah,
weird.
nah, you wouldn't have had a YouTube show past the first episode if that had happened. Because there'd be people with pitchforks and torches at your door. Because liver and onions isn't supposed to float on its own. So, uh, so do you do your show in the clothes you were in, or do you change clothes before the show starts? Or
I'll change because you know want to wear something a little better than t-shirt and jeans for my shows.
uh, as a matter of fact, do you still have your head chef's uniform from when you were alive?
I do actually.
Well, does it still fit?
Yeah, it's a little big on me now. I lost some weight since not I can't eat real food anymore, but yeah, it still it's pretty good. It's a little baggy.
You could wear that for your shows. Um, yeah, not being able to eat dessert every night is like, yeah, cut down on the weight a bit.
Shame too, because I make some good desserts. I'm in my blueberry cobbler to die for.
Yeah, yeah, you eat too many of those. That's exactly what would happen too. Speaking of that sort of stuff, what else besides your liver and onions are you making tonight?
Well, it's gonna do like just a Cobb salad.
You're gonna do? Can you do a main dish, a side dish, and a dessert in an hour?
Yeah, I mean, don't take much to put a salad together. So
True.
that, and then gonna do my brownie sundae. So
No. Then, then you realize you need to check the fridge to see if there's ice cream left.
oh, here's I got some of that. I made sure sure I got enough of that. I mean, not like we're gonna eat it,
No.
unfortunately.
So,
I mean, that's the one thing I do regret, not being able to eat my own
well,
cooking anymore.
well, yeah, being an actual really good chef in your human life, this would be difficult for you.
Yeah.
Um, so as the time for the show approaches, and you've basically got checked to make sure you've got all your um, ingredients lined up. You you go into your room to change into your uniform because it's another 10 minutes it'll be time to start the show. So, um, and when you come back out in your uniform. Marcy's got all the lights on and has the computer on, and she's like, everything's good to go on my end. All you've got to do is cook this thing.
Yeah, the hardest part of this whole YouTube thing is not, we're trying to keep my mouth so people can't see my fangs. that's that's the hard part.
Nah, and making sure you got enough foundation on so they don't notice the gray skin tone and such, yeah. Which,
Well, that's the good thing about the chef's uniform. It's got the sleeves, so I really just have to worry about it on my face and hands.
right. Actually, Marcy has more of a problem because with the kind of red hair that she's got, if she had any gray spots on her face where she missed with the makeup, it would really stand out against the flame red hair that she's got. So she's got to be really careful with that. And the show starts, and give me a, let's see, what would that be? Give me a socialize and intelligence roll to see how well the show did tonight.
Alright, that is 2 successes.
You're able to make the recipe fairly easily. And at mid-show break, Marcy tells you, well, according to my analytics, the show's got a fairly good audience tonight. So you've got quite a few people out there watching.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong with liver and onions.
Especially in a retirement community.
Like I said, lots of iron, good for the blood.
Which makes you chuckle considering you don't really have any anymore. Just before the you're about to come out of your mid-show break, your phone rings. What do?
I'll check it and see if I know who the caller is. They got caller ID, or is it?
It says in all capital letters, it says Invictus across the front of the phone.
All right, so I'll tell Marcy. I think I need to take this real quick. We hang on for just a minute or two here.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
All right, so I'll answer it.
Hello. I'm wanting to speak with Miss Danvers, please.
Oh, it's Denver. That's me.
Denver, sorry. Um, somebody brought us a uh, video recorded on a cell phone of a policeman cuffing and arresting a elderly gentleman, and the video had a wide enough angle that it caught somebody coming out of the small market next to the alley, and we've identified that as you.
Yeah, I was doing some shopping, and I did happen to walk past the incident you were talking about. I don't know what happened. I saw them cuffing him. I don't know what he did. What's that about?
Uh, we just wanted to get a statement from you, being that you were in the area.
Well, yeah, I didn't actually see anything other than them. They had him up against the car and were putting the cuffs on him.
Mm, well, shall we say one of our people removed him from police custody?
One of our people. So
Mm,
was the older gentleman in question one of our people himself?
yes,
Okay, so what was an elderly vampire doing that got himself arrested for?
that's exactly what we're trying to find out. Yeah, He he played it up with the cops that he didn't know where he was or what was going on or anything like that. That he'd sort of wandered into this alley
Well, I
without.
certainly hope I hope he was only playing it up because if there is a vampire wandering
Oh,
around there with cognitive problems, that can't be a good thing,
oh
right?
no! He once he got among his non-human or pseudo-human people, he was like, I hope that fooled them well enough.
Okay, good, because like I said, I don't think a vamp with Alzheimer's would be very good for anyone in question.
Apparently, this man was turned when he was in his 70s.
Well, yeah, maybe he had cancer or something, but
He's actually 100 he's actually 150 now.
well, damn.
So, which would blow your average human's mind. So, you know,
Right. Well, hey, it's enough for. I think it would kind of freak people out enough if they knew I was actually 60 when I look 40. But
right, yeah. But yeah, being 150 looks pretty good for 150. Um,
but you don't know what he did. He wasn't telling you.
well, we haven't really had a long discussion with him because we've been that. we were in the middle of it when we were handed the video. So we wanted to get a hold of you and see if you could give us any information other than what was on the video.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't actually see anything.
Hmm. We're gonna have to send one of our people over to the police department, see what they can find out, because what would what would make the local police decide to arrest the 70-year-old man? Because if he was just acting like he got lost, they could just take him home. What?
Oh, well, he had to have been doing something, obviously.
Yeah, we're gonna have to send one of our people over to get a look at the police report. Okay, and he basically gives you his name and number. Um, his name is Jonas Waters, and he gives you a phone number, uh, area code 502 684 1928. He's like, I'm your local Invictus rep. If you need anything, you call me.
All right. Well, thank you, Jonas.
Um, and we may be getting a hold of you again about this if we need, if we need anything. Because this is somewhat strange. So,
Yeah, and I'd kind of like to know what's going on too.
yeah. So, you might be getting another call from me at some point.
All right.
Okay. Well, nice to talk to you. Um, I'm sure we'll talk again. Have a good rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
And any call ends.
So I guess I'll tell Marcy what that was about.
Hmm. She goes, that's odd. Apparently, there's more to that little scene than you thought there was.
Yeah, it looked like he actually was up to something. Don't know what.
And why? Well, and Marcy goes, why would he let the guy cuff him and such? But then she thinks again and goes, well, if if this 70-year-old man breaks the cops pair of handcuffs,
Right.
that's gonna cause a whole other problem. So,
Well, yeah, and if he broke the cuffs and started throwing police officers around, that would have been a whole thing.
right, yeah.
Because
At
70
that
year olds can't do all that.
at that point, the policeman would have been like, "I'm retiring." If it, yeah, lands on his back on the car after the 70-year-old guy tosses him, and he's like, "I'm retiring. I'm out of here." But so Marcy's like, "Well, are you ready to start second half of the show?"
Yeah, I'm ready if you are.
Okay. Well, she she punches a couple of buttons. You see a red light come on, and she points at you, which basically means she's ready to go. Um, and the second half of the show, you've already got your liver and onion done. So the second half of the show is side dishes and desserts. Give me a um, intelligence and socialized roll to see how well the second half of the show went.
And that is 3 successes.
Second half of the show actually turned out better than the first
Hmm.
half. Yeah, you make up your side dishes and your dessert, and after you're done with that, you do the regular YouTube thing. Thank your viewers, ask them,
Like and subscribe.
yeah, and you're like, leave comments down below, especially if you have a recipe you want me to do, and
Right, and if you try out any of my recipes, let me know how they went because
yeah,
I always like that sort of feedback.
right. So, um, then after you're done with that spiel, Marcy lets you know that the recording's over, so you're done. Now all she's got to do is edit it, all that stuff. So what do you do after your show's over?
So I guess I'll, put this clean up, of course, and
Yeah.
put some tin foil over the plate and stick it in the fridge. And I'm kind of smelling it, going, "Damn, I wish I could eat some of that."
Actually, you smelling what? well, well, at one point your brain does that. The next second your brain registers it, and you almost get nauseous because if you ate it, that's what would happen. So it's like, yeah, I used to wish I wanted to eat this. Uh, so, so you go in your room and take your uniform off, uh, and fold it neatly in the drawer for your next episode. Um, what do you change into? You change back into your jeans and t-shirt, or are you done for the night, or what? What?
Oh, I'll put my jeans back on and get a fresh t-shirt.
So you walk back out, and Marcy's sitting over the laptop editing the video. Um, do you write your blog on a different day, or do you? is your blog basically synced up with your YouTube where
The blog's more of a casual thing. I'll just kind of write it whenever I have something to write.
okay. So you're not really worried about that.
Right.
Uh, so you go over to the fridge and pour yourself another cup of B negative and you jump on your laptop and you're basically scrolling through YouTube.
Holy shit. That was a big one.
I'm telling you, this is perfect vampire weather. It's great.
Yeah.
um, Small caveat to the people watching this though. It's storming pretty bad. So if our internet goes out and the episode stops, you know why. Just the heads up, maybe. Uh, and this is the storm that was supposed to happen yesterday. So, um, as you're scrolling through YouTube, you you see a face that looks familiar. It's it's the old man, and you realize where you've seen that face before. Actually, let me see if you realize where that face before. Give me uh, wits wits and intelligence roll to
Okay.
see if you remember.
Okay. Nope. One success, but a one, so that's a wash.
There, you see this old man's face, and there's a in the back of your head.
Holy wow.
Yeah.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, that one freaks Chase out. You're okay. You're okay.
Um, you know that you've seen that face before. You just can't place where.
Do I know it's the same guy that I saw earlier?
Yeah. But what you can't figure out is where you've seen his face before.
Okay.
Now that you have a clear look at his face, you're like, I've seen him before somewhere. So,
Okay.
but at this moment, you can't remember where. And the next video down is a local news video about why are police hassling elderly retirees in the city, because apparently this isn't the first time that's happened. Apparently retirees have been getting arrested at a rather alarming percentage.
Well, I can't imagine all of them are doing anything to get arrested for.
That's basically what the video is about. It's like, what are these old people up to? And why are the cops giving them problems? The guy's like, even if these old people are partying all the time, shouldn't we just leave them alone and let them party? Yeah.
Not really sure what a geriatric party would look like.
Um,
Then again, not really sure I want to know.
actually, in the most expensive elderly community in Florida, they've had a serious spike in sexually transmitted diseases. Yeah. So those old people are partying pretty good. Um, but
Well, I mean, I guess when you get to a certain age, it kind of don't matter. But
right, yeah. So, but the elderly the retirement community that you live in is normally pretty chilled out. So, what the heck is going on? Yeah. Uh, then your phone rings again, and you look down, and it says exactly what it said the last time your phone rang.
no, I'll take it.
Just, hello, Miss Denver. This
Well,
is this is Jonas again.
you find something out, get some more information.
Yes, and it's rather odd. The the old man whose whose actual name is Corvus Johnson asked to talk to you.
To me,
Yeah,
well, all right. You have him there?
he's there, but we would prefer if you would come down to uh, our 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 Invictus headquarters, uh, just so if there's anybody else trying to snoop into this, we can monitor it better.
All right. Do you want me to come down now?
If you are free to do so, yes.
All right, and should I bring Marcy with me, my sire?
Uh, that would probably be a good idea, yeah. Just so that everybody knows what's going on.
All right. Uh, well, we can be there and won't take too long.
And I do want to reiterate to you, you, your sire, and Corvus himself isn't aren't in any trouble. We're just trying to figure out what the hell's going on here.
Right. Well, I don't even know what's going on, so I wouldn't think I'm in any trouble. Don't know about
No,
Corvus. Don't.
I,
Why does he want to talk to me, and who? How does he know who I
I,
am? I don't think I know
well,
him.
well, you are a tad bit of a local celebrity around here, but still wouldn't. I still don't know why he so urgently has to talk to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that myself, but yeah, we can be down in a couple.
Yeah. And the Invictus headquarters is actually in a high rise building downtown. Uh, when you were alive and you were a chef, did you work in the restaurants downtown or
Yeah, one of them.
so it's probably not far from where you used to have to. 'Cause, oh, like I said earlier, the upscale restaurants are downtown, so it's probably a high rise that you pass going to work on a daily basis and didn't know that it was the headquarters for the vampires and or I
When I was
saw
alive, I had no reason to even wonder about something like that.
right, so
Didn't even. I mean, vampires. What?
yeah. Eh, they're a Halloween thing, right? Yeah. Eh, and actually, for a fleeting moment, it passes, the question passes through your head. It's like, oh, darn, we're coming up on the Halloween episode for the cooking show. Oh, God, what am I going to make this time?
Oh, that's one of my most popular, episodes during the year. People love my Halloween because I go all out for that. I even, dress up as a vampire.
How hard is that? Especially this year. uh,
Hey, it's the one day of the year I don't have to do all that, foundation makeup.
well, yeah, that's true. And you don't have to worry about hiding your fangs and such. So is your Halloween episode all desserts and stuff like that? All
Yeah, yeah, mostly desserts and spooky
Halloween
stuff.
themed. Yeah. Uh, um, I assume one of the two of you drive, or
Yeah, we both do.
okay,
I got a pickup truck, of course.
of course. Uh, Marcy's got a Audi sedan because she got money. Uh,
taking that. Some I've been getting calls from all these insurance companies in Las Vegas because apparently I think they have one number off on the phone number or
Oh
something, but
God.
because somebody else asked for insurance quotes and name was Kathy or something. Yeah, I think her name was Kathy. So I've been getting all these insurance companies wanting to give Kathy quotes. And it's like, I'm not Kathy. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. So you guys make it down to the high rise without much of a problem because there's not really any traffic downtown. And when you pull into the underground garages, like I pass this thing every day for 30 years and never know it there. So, and Jarvis gave you directions to what suite of offices to go to. So you and Marcy take the elevator up to the top floor. And turns out that the suite of offices you're going to takes up the entire top floor. And there's there's a gold plated sign on the door that says the Jensen building. And then right underneath it, it says uh, Jarvis Waters. So you, so what did the two of you do?
Well, I guess we'll go on in. I don't know if we need to knock or anything. I guess we'll just open the door and go on in.
The two of you open the door, and there is a girl sitting behind the desk that if you could combine goth and high-end vampire, that's what this girl looks like. She's about 24. And she says, "Hello, um, I'm Cindy. How can I assist you?"
Oh, hi, I'm Donna Denver, and Jarvis Waters wanted me to come down and talk to someone being held here.
Ah, okay. Let me let him know you're here,
Thank you.
because he has been expecting you. Um, she presses a button and says, Mr. Waters, Donna Denver, and she looks over at Marcy, like, who are you? And, and Marcy's like, I'm Marcy. I'm her sire. And, and Cindy goes, oh, Donna brought her sire with her. And you hear Jarvis's voice, and it's like, yes, we discussed that over the phone. If you could send them back to my office. And she says, right away. And she turns to the two of you and said, just go straight back. There's a door uh, on the back wall that leads to uh, Mr. Waters' office. And with that, the two of you basically head to the back of the room. And in the back wall, there is in fact a metal door. And Cindy's like, oh, I forgot to give you the code for the door. It's 4 6s in a row.
All right.
And you punch in the digits and the door opens. It looks like a door you've seen on a safe in a bank. Mm-hmm. And the minute the two of you step inside, the door automatically closes. And but you are, strangely enough, in a room that looks bigger than the one you were just in. And they're sitting at a U-shaped desk that takes up a good portion of the room. Is a man with bright red hair with silver streaks through it. And he's wearing a gray pinstripe suit. And next to him is that 70-year-old man who is now also in a 3-piece pinstripe suit. Earlier, when he was being arrested, when you saw him, he was in a jogger outfit, sweatpants, sweatshirt. So, what do you and your sire do at this point?
Well, are there chairs for us to take a seat in?
Yeah,
Oh, I guess I'll sit down and like, well, also I will address the old guy and be like, I understand he wanted to talk to me. Not sure. Do we know each other?
um, I know you. You
From
don't.
where?
You don't necessarily remember me.
All right, I don't think I do. Where do you know me from?
And just at this point, uh, Jarvis stands up. He's like 6'3". He's solid. He goes, puts a hand out and goes, before we get into this, I think there needs to be some introductions
All
made.
right, I guess.
Uh, I am Jarvis Waters. We've talked a couple times on the phone. Uh, he shakes your hand. Uh, as I said on the phone, I am your Invictus rep in case you need anything. Um, then he takes your Marcy's hand and goes, "Oh, hi, Marcy. It's good to see you again. It's been a while." And you see Marcy's sort of half smile, like there's a bit of history there that she's not quite uh, willing to divulge quite. Hmm. And, uh, and Corvus stands up, shakes Marcy's hand, takes yours in his hand, and kisses it and gives it back to you. And Jarvis is like, Corvus is one of our, shall we say, undercover agents. We put him in your neighborhood because at the age that he was turned, he fits quite nicely into a retirement community, and nobody thinks twice.
Well, yeah, I guess so. And guess it's nice to know there's another kindred in the community.
Corvus laughs and says, there's more than a few. In fact, I would estimate a quarter of the population of Louisville is kindred,
Well, that many, really.
somewhere around anywhere 150,000 of us.
All right.
Problem is, there aren't any kindred on the police department.
Well, that's sort of surprised. I think there would be, and think there'd be kindred in just about every possible position around.
Mm. Somehow, they've managed to keep kindred off the police department.
Or maybe the kindred around here are just too smart to want to be cops.
Very well could be.
So what's going on? What's and how does it involve me?
Well, I'm, and this is Corbett saying this, I'm going on an undercover mission, and I wanted to tell you a few things first because there's a chance that this mission could get extremely dangerous for me and anybody connected to me. And since you were seen in a video uh, basically right down the alley from me being arrested, people will easily find out who you are.
Well, shit, I was only doing some shopping.
Yeah, but
And what was the whole getting arrested thing anyway? You did that on purpose to get in with the cops, or what was that about?
no, that was actually by accident. I was hunting
Yeah,
and
probably don't want to do that in a real populated area like around the shopping centers.
cop happened to roll up at just the wrong time. Uh, Luckily, Jarvis here used a little vampire subterfuge to get me out of the situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, you kind of want to keep that on the down low. Don't want news reporters getting a hold of an old guy biting people.
And then, as you say, that's something flashes in in your head that there's an incredibly small number of news reporters. Most of them don't don't do these stories or don't survive once they do.
Oh, I know it's dinner time. I need to feed the dog.
Well,
Should we take a
this
little break?
yeah, it's the perfect time to do it then. So we will be back in 20 minutes and Dee Dee will find out where this is actually headed. So see you in 20 minutes. Oh, well, um, hello and welcome back to episode 1 of Vampire the Requiem Louisville, a continuation of Vampire the Requiem New York City. When we took our break, Dee Dee and Marcy had gone down to the Invictus headquarters, and after making it past Cindy, had gotten to Jonas in his office, sitting there talking with the 70-year-old man that Dee Dee had earlier seen being cuffed and stuffed into a Louisville police car. Only to have received two calls from Jonas, the second one being that Corvus wanted to talk to her. And that's where we are currently. Um, Give me a wits and intelligence roll.
Oh, that's a total wash. I got 2 successes and 2 1s.
Okay.
At least it wasn't a botch, but
I'll give you a little bit. You don't actually see it, but you feel Marcy slowly backing up for some reason. She, in fact, never sat down like you did and has been slowly backing up this whole time. Like she doesn't want to have anything to do with what's going on. Corvus sees Marcy slowly backing away and goes, Marcy, why would you be trying to leave? You need to come here and sit down. And reluctantly, Marcy pulled up a chair next to yours.
gonna look over and I'm like, "You all right? What's going on? You okay?"
She just shakes her head.
Yeah. So look at Jonas. I'm like, I think you need to tell us what this is about.
Um, I know the mission end of this. I have no idea what Corvus wanted. Corvus says, as I told you before, the mission I'm about to start on could be dangerous for me and everybody around me.
So what's the mission?
At this point, Jonas says Corvus is going to infiltrate one of the other clans who has been causing difficulty. their entire purpose from the intel that we have is to cause the police department so much chaos that uh, in fact they want the police to find out about us. We've
Well, if they're vampires, isn't that sort of self-defeating?
we've the other clans have stopped this up until now. Uh, their thought, however wrong it might be, is that if they have the police find out, the police will crack down on the vampires, leaving, supposedly leaving this group with enough of an opening to take over
Take over what? The police force?
the city.
And what clan are we talking here? Are these the Maquettes or the...
Um, from our information, it's a group of gangrels that live outside of town. Um, and Jarvis volunteered to infiltrate the group. But he got somewhat delayed this evening, as you saw.
Right.
And I had to pull a couple of strings with the prince, who talked to the chief of police to get Corvus out of jail so he could continue with what he's planning on doing. Him wanting to talk to you, however,
Yeah, I don't know what that all's about.
was
I think
a surprise.
so. I'll turn to Corvus and I'll be like, yeah, what was that about?
He turns, smiles at you, and then smiles at Marcy. And he basically tells Marcy, it's time to tell her because I may not come back from this.
Tell me what?
I don't know if you know how old I am.
No.
I'm 150 years old.
Well, you look damn good.
Thank you. How much do you know about your mother?
Not a lot. I mean, she wasn't around. I was raised by my dad.
Yeah, There's
He
a
didn't
re-
really. He didn't talk much. I mean, I always thought it was because he was pissed off, but he never said much about her.
there's a reason that for that.
Which is, come on
He,
out with it. It sounds like something important.
he was told not to say anything about her because the reason she wasn't around um, was that she and I had a relationship, you might say.
Right.
Marcy's your sire, correct?
Yes,
She's the
she
one
is.
that turned you.
Yeah.
Well, right after your mother had you, I turned your mother.
She's kindred.
Yeah.
Is she still around?
She's not in Louisville, no. I do have ways to contact her.
Oh,
She
well, all right.
she has been, in a sense, keeping track of you. She she actually watches your YouTube show.
Really?
Yeah.
And she's never tried to contact me? Has she? Was she told not to?
No.
And what does all
Um
this have to do with Marcia, you knew about this?
um there's a did, did your father ever say anything about any of your mother's family?
No, he didn't tell me anything about any of them. Like I said, I figured he just didn't want to go there.
Marcy's a bit more than your sire.
Okay.
She's your aunt.
What, really? Marcia, why didn't you ever tell me any of this?
And and
You're my mother's
she
sister?
she's sitting there with her head in her hands. She's going. She's not saying anything. She is like, this is the worst day in the world. I'm not.
Well, yeah, I'm not thinking it's so great myself. Why didn't you ever? We tell each other everything. What?
I didn't.
You're my aunt?
I didn't think you could handle this.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure I can either. Actually,
And Corvus is like, I wanted to tell you this because if I don't survive this, I'm the only one that knows the the whole story behind this. Um,
yeah, well, you're my
uh,
aunt? Really? You're my mother's sister.
yeah,
Well,
she
damn.
she just shakes her head. It's like, why do you think I showed up to save you
I,
from?
I don't know. I thought you just took pity on me. I mean,
Uh,
well, yeah, I thought you would just notice me, going in the bar every night and all that, and figured I
Well,
was going downhill and wanted to, well, I mean, I guess give me a better life, as you can call being a vampire that.
well, yes and no. Um, most of that is true. The only thing that I would change in that is Corvus asked me to,
Oh, all right.
because he's been around longer than me. And so I did what he asked me to.
Well, I guess this changes some things, changes a lot of things.
Jonas is just sitting there like, I shouldn't even be in the middle of this. The, this is the family thing. I shouldn't even
Now,
be in the middle
my
of
game,
this.
did he know all of this, or is he hearing this for
No,
the first time too?
he didn't know any of it. He's like, I really don't know what to say about it.
I'm not so sure what to say either, and I mean, yeah, this is something you. I look at Corvus, I'm like, yeah, this is something I kind of wish you had taken to whatever. If you didn't make it, I kind of wish you I had died with you.
Well, people have to know their history.
Yeah, well, not when. Well, there's stuff at stake. No, I didn't. I would rather not have known all that actually, because now I got some rethinking of things to do.
Well, at least now you know your mother's still around.
Well, yeah, not like she's ever made an effort.
Uh, geez,
So she knows I'm Kindred now, though, right?
that I don't know, because there's nothing in your show that even hints to that.
Well, that's on purpose. I don't want people to know, do I?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that because of that,
Well, you
the
said she's been keeping track of me, so I was
uh,
thinking maybe, and since Marcy's her sister, I was thinking maybe they were in contact. I don't know. Are you?
it has been a while, but yes, we periodically talk to each other.
So does she know you turned me?
I'm gonna roll for that one and see. In fact, she doesn't, because
Well, at least I'm not the only one you've been lying to.
I I haven't spoken to her since I did that.
You haven't talked to her for 20 years?
I said we periodically talk to each other. When you are going to live forever, 20 years isn't that long.
No, I guess not.
Um, she's in Lexington, which is the next large city over. Um, this point, Corvus says, I have her contact information. You could drive to Lexington and actually talk to her if you wanted to.
Maybe sometime. I don't think I'm quite ready for all that.
Uh, considering you are apparently one of her favorite YouTube celebrities, she might not be all ready for that either.
Yeah, well. So,
Uh, and he takes a piece of paper out of his pocket and hands it to you. Has her name, her address, and her phone number on it.
all right. So, I have a question that you may or may not want to answer, and I may or may not really want to ask right now, but uh, so you and she had the thing, right? You're not my dad, are you? You're not my real
No,
dad. Oh, good.
no,
I don't mean it like that. I just mean good. I don't think
no.
I could have. I don't think I could have taken any more news tonight.
Eh, no. Your dad is your dad.
All right. Well,
Uh,
that's good anyway.
you know, your mom and I did have our time together, but no, your dad that you grew up with, for good or bad, is your dad.
All right. Well, that's a relief. I mean, nothing against you. I just, like I said, I don't think I could have taken any more than that.
Hmm.
So, all that being all that, what does any of it have to do with this mission you're on?
Like I said, I'm infiltrating a large gang of gangrels. If they find out who and what I am, I won't survive that.
Right.
So, given the distinct possibility of that, I wanted to let you know all of this while I had the chance to do
Oh, well, that being said, again, I kind of wish you hadn't.
it. And that way, it takes the burden off Marcy to have to someday tell you all of this.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering at this point if she was ever going to do that.
She says, at this point in time, I saw no need to. That doesn't mean that at some point in the future there wouldn't have been.
Yeah, there, there
Remember,
probably, there probably would have been actually at some point. There
remember,
probably would have been.
we live hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. At some point, something would have come up.
Yeah, I'm realizing that something probably would have come up actually, and
Yeah.
I guess it's better to know now, right? I mean,
Mm,
like I said, I got some things to sort out,
yeah.
but So, well, if we're done here, I'm gonna go find a couple of the drunkest people I can and drain them dry.
Mm. Uh, and Marcy's like, you might want to take tomorrow off show wise.
I didn't have a show tomorrow anyway. Don't do one on Sundays.
Oh yeah, that's true. The nights run together. I forget what night we're dealing with. Yeah. Too bad you can't. Too bad you're not up in the morning. You could just wait for people to come out of the local Catholic church,
Right.
drain a few of those. Yeah.
Anyway, Corvus, good luck with your mission, and I honestly do hope that they don't find you out and that you make it for
Yeah.
another 125 years or more.
If, put it this way, if I'm successful with my mission, you'll know it because humans will still be in charge of the city.
Well,
Uh,
I guess that's a good thing. I mean, humans can be a little, I don't know.
eh, Jonas is like six of one, half dozen of the other, as far as
Right, that's sort of what I was thinking myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think some good things about him, a lot of non-good things about him.
Well, I mean, they're an easy food source, but
Well, yeah, that's the major good thing about them.
yeah. Well, and they're my fan base mostly. Or
Well, yeah, your YouTube channel would have a problem without them. I don't know if you started collecting vampire subs, you might get more, but they really couldn't handle your recipes. Yeah. Um, so, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we're done. Corvus turns and says, if I survive my mission, when I get back, I will check with you.
all right.
And he turns and walks out behind Jonas out of his side door. And Jonas gets up and walks the two of you out the door that you came through, out through the office where Cindy is, and out the door you. As you're passing Cindy, she's like, "Hope the two of you have a good night."
I doubt it. Thanks.
And because Cindy hasn't heard any of this and has no idea what's going on. She's just the front secretary. Yeah,
Is she a vampire?
yeah. She's a 24 and she's high end goth, basically. Yeah, goth, but very nicely done. It's like if somebody spent a lot of money.
Mm.
So, yeah. Uh, Jo- and as Joan is passing her, she says, "Yeah, and this one gives me more trouble than I want." But and she sort of looks at him and has this frown on her face, like,
I guess that's what covenant reps are for, right?
yeah,
Give you trouble
eh,
and get
eh,
you out of trouble.
eh.
Both.
Well, Jonas is like, we're not supposed to get you into trouble. We sort of like getting you out of trouble, but you know, we want what we ultimately want is everything to run smoothly and nobody to ever get into trouble, because then we could just sit back and not have to do anything.
Well, that's the ideal, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
So, uh, and Cindy hands you a card, which is the general number to the Invictus office. Even e- even though you even though you have Jonas's number, she gives you the general number just in case. And you guys, Jonas walks you to your car, and the two of you drive back to the commons and to your house. And give me a another intelligence and wits roll.
Oh, yeah, is it 10? Oh, wow. Wait, I got 4 successes and 2 of them are 10s. Hang on. 10. So I got 4 successes.
So the two tens didn't turn into ones. Hey,
No. No.
that one, that'd be horrible. You get all these successes that are tens, and then you re-roll them, and then you re-roll them, and they all turn to ones, and you end up with no successes
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that would suck. No, 4 successes
So,
on a wits and intelligence roll. Okay.
uh, Marcy unlocks the door and steps through, and you're basically right behind her. She freezes in the doorway, but as you step through, you step into the living room, and it's destroyed. It's like uh, there are things scattered everywhere.
The door was locked. How'd someone get in?
Somebody had a way, apparently, and on on the far wall in either blood or dark red paint. You can't tell from where you're at. It says, "We don't need you here, and you're going to be next." And that's where we're going to end tonight. Yeah. And I ended here basically because, I don't want the storm outside to
Right.
kill our internet. It's getting a little too close for comfort.
Yeah.
So, so, so how did Dee Dee like the?
She did not like that at all.
It's like everything started off so nicely. Your YouTube show went off really well, and then everything went to hell after that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, considering some of the background I gave you, yeah, Dee Dee's not happy right now with certain information. She is not happy.
I don't know why she wouldn't be. She just found two of her long lost relatives. She's she should be thrilled spitless.
Yeah, except for she was developing feelings for Marcy. So yeah, she's not happy right now.
Oh yeah, that part. I forgot. I literally forgot about that part. Well,
Yeah,
no.
so
Actually, no, I didn't. No. I thought about it during the YouTube show, and I'm like, maybe not.
so yeah, she's not. She's like sort of freaking out at this point.
So, and for those out there who will see this when I get it up on the channel, I hope you enjoy watching it too, because this is the beginning of something that's going to get very interesting very quickly. And considering this is in a retirement community, you don't get messages scrawled on walls like that. Yeah.
I mean,
So
hopefully not.
if you do, you better move really fast. Time to pack boxes and head out the door.
Right.
uh, but please like and subscribe to the channel. We want subscribers. Seems like we've been stuck on 35 for a while. Um, if you're more the podcast person, we're on Anchor, we're on Podbean, we're on iHeart. So you can We have 60 episodes up on podcast, so you can go crazy with that. Listen to all our back episodes. um, and buy all of Robin's books. she's a struggling author. She needs more income. Buy all of her books. And keep watching for Fallen Dragons next week, hopefully, depending on if we can get the group together at one time. Um, we got a Call of Cthulhu coming up for Halloween. Sunday is officially October, so it's not very far away.
You watch me die again.
Either die or go, you know, horribly insane and wish you were dead. But,
Or both.
well, yeah, you could go horribly insane and then die, which, you know. So we've got that coming up, and that's always fun. At least for me, anyway. So, uh, and, join our Discord, leave comments on YouTube. We will respond. Uh, yeah, I think that's it for now.
Yeah, see you next time.
As soon as Melody comes back, we will dive into Louisville's werewolf issue. But hopefully, she will be back soon feeling better. And like I said, we'll see you next time for Fallen Dragons and see if they can get this escort job actually moving. So, uh, with that, I will also say goodnight before lightning hits something we don't want it to hit. And we'll see you next Saturday.
Night.
Everybody have a good week until Saturday and watch all of our back content. Yeah.